Honestly, I actually wanted to get into the emotions of buying, selling, influencing, managing people's emotions, things like that. So I picked up a couple of books, really good books, How Emotions Are Made. There literally, if you just type it in, there's bestsellers that came out this and last year that I highly recommend you guys pick up because emotions are everything. Emotions are everything. And especially as guys, we don't understand that. We thought it was all logical. We thought it was all just, well, if I say that it's worth this price and that the one across the street sold for this price, no. You have to target their emotions. You have to ensure that they're actually emotionally committed, whether that's in real estate, whether that's in a relationship, whether that's in a job. That's actually how you build a following. That's how you build a movement. That's how you actually get people riled up for your cause, for your non-for-profit, for anyone that's underneath you in sales or in marketing or your job. It doesn't really matter. Your kids. That's how you emotionally invest them into the process. So this is what I recommend you guys do is just really understand it's self-awareness as well. Self-awareness, how am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling like that? Most people are like, I feel like crap. It's like, okay, why do you feel like crap? What did you do that you now feel like crap? Okay, so that's maybe the food. Maybe you underslept. Maybe you overslept. Maybe you didn't go to the gym. Maybe you went too hard at the gym. And then you reverse engineer it. Okay, well, I went to the gym. I went too hard at the gym. Is it the nutrition I had before? Is it the nutrition afterwards? Did I not recover? There's a ton of things that we have to actually deduce into each emotion. And one of the biggest things that I actually learned in the book was that you have to dial it down specifically to an exact word. Okay, it can't just be I'm happy. Okay, is it joyful? Is it glee? Is it surprise? Is it excitement? What is the exact name of that emotion? And then you dial it down, because if you say I'm happy and unhappy, that's too generic. Okay, because if you're unhappy, that could be temporary. That could be depression. That could be something happened, and literally you have to look for a solution to make you feel better. Also, you have to understand is that emotions literally run everything. It's why we buy things. It's how we think of ourselves. It's how we think of other people. It's how we think of companies. Literally everything. Brands, politicians. I say the word Trump. What do you think? I say the word Clinton. What do you think? I say the word United States of America. What do you think? I say the word real estate. What do you think? Everything is tied to an emotion. You can't logically deduce, well, in the United States of America in 1776. No, that's logical. People have already made a conclusion emotionally about how they feel about literally everything, how they feel about you. So the reason I bring this up is that a lot of people are just walking around, and I call it the DER state. The DER. They just walk around. I'm literally looking at all these people. I'm on the 8th floor in Times Square, and there's probably, 40 people that are right there walking around looking at their cell phones. They have no control over their cell phones. They think that they're unhappy and that this is the state of who they are. This is their identity for their life. So if they actually went back and they said, what's making me unhappy? Instead of I'm unhappy, what is the exact thing that makes me unhappy? Is it because I'm in a bad relationship? My kid he's doing bad at school, or he's not doing well at soccer practice. I don't know what it is. Or I'm not making enough money, or I have to pay off debt, or I don't know if I should buy this house or should I buy that house. You have to dial it down and say, okay, this is it, and then you focus on it. Okay, Elon Musk brought up the first principles. And first principles essentially means, listen, I can't speak 100% on it, but I know that it's one of my affirmations in the morning, because I have to get down to the root cause of why someone wants to move forward or not want to move forward. I'll give you a situation right now. So we have a buyer. The contract's been out for a couple of weeks now. And I'm talking to the broker on the other side. I'm the listing agent. The broker on the other side is the buyer's agent. And I said, what is the root cause of why they're not signing? We could always blame other things. We could say the holiday. We could say the board isn't getting back to us. The attorney isn't good. The bank isn't good, blah, blah, blah. And they keep on dialing it down. Literally what it comes down to is what is the first principle? And here's the example that he used. He said, okay, why don't we have electric cars? And they said, well, because it's too expensive. He said, Okay, why is it too expensive? Well, the battery's too expensive. Okay, what about the battery? Well, it overheats, it's too expensive, and there's not even enough of a charge in that one battery to carry you long distances. He said, okay, let's look at the battery. So that's the main focus, is the battery. Okay, within the battery, overheating, perfect. Let's figure out a way, let's invent the technology, let's improve the technology that will actually make that happen. Do we need to put more cells in that battery? Okay, this is the thing. People lead with emotions. Everything. They lead with their emotions. And they say, they hear a word, they hear a brand, they hear a person, they lead with it, and then they can't actually get below that, which is, okay, what is the logical solution? What is the logical way to get around this? What is the logical way to improve that business? So Elon Musk literally said, okay, it's overheating, it's too expensive, it doesn't hold a charge, and when you actually put that into a car, there's real no pickup as well. Yes, there's less weight because you don't have the engine and all the things that happen with an engine underneath the car, the turning axle and the radius and everything like that. He just went back and he said, that's where our focus is going to be. It's going to be for aerodynamic. It's going to be on the entire bottom half of the car to make sure it doesn't go up in flames and everything else. So he just literally transformed it. He just said, what is the first principle? What is the core reason of that? And then he transformed that. I'm saying this because, if you think about it, in our lives, we only make decisions on emotions. How do I feel about that side? How blah, blah, blah. So that's why I want to bring it, because this is kind of one of those things that you are probably just doing without that was me. I was just doing things without realizing why I did things. I'm eating sugar instead of the salad. I'm waking up late instead of waking up early. I'm not going to the gym instead of going to the gym. Why am I not doing what I should be doing? Why am I not waking up? Most people just say, because it feels good. Of course. Les Brown said it. If you do what is hard, your life is going to be easy. If you do what is easy, your life is going to be hard. So if you push all of that back and you say, you know what, I'm going to eat like shit, I'm not going to move, and I'm fine with my health. When you're 80, if you make it that far, you're going to have disjoints your joints are going to be creaking and everything else. If you do what is hard, which is wake up, go to the gym, and eat properly, that's an emotion as well, which is, I want to feel good. And then when you keep on doing that, you're saying, I'm doing something that's challenging. I'm also feeling really good because this food is really good. So you have two things, all right? So if this is your first video, leave your comments below. I truly implore you to explore. It's not emotions or being emotional or anything like that. It's dialing down why you do what you do, and it is entirely based on your emotions and what you buy and what you subscribe to and how much time you watch TV and whether you're on a dating app or you approach women in person or you ask that guy out. It's all based on emotion. It's all based on the emotion it's going to give you. Whether that's a good feeling or a bad feeling, whether that's a temporary feeling or it's an elongated feeling. Okay, it's all about that. So highly recommend you guys check that out. I'm going to pop over to YouTube in case anybody left some comments. All right. Well, it looks like I don't even know if we're streaming. If it's streaming, awesome. If not, that kind of stinks. But anyway, have an awesome day. Talk to you guys soon. Subscribe to the video.